Sri Adi Shankara's Grantha Nirguna Manasa Puja. Sri Adi Shankara's Grantha Nirguna Manasa Puja. We are studying the Shastras to make our Vyaktitvas, individualities. Which Vyaktitvas we want to make? Lokasevaka, Dharmastapaka, Viragi, Bhakta, Shishya, Mumukshu, Jignasu, Shrota, Sadhaka, Parishrami, Prerita, Prashanta, Gambhira, Samskrita Bhasha, Gnata, Guru Upasaka, Daiva Upasaka, Mananakarta, Chintanakarta, Nididhyasanakarta, Atmanubhavi, Mukta Purusha. No, these won't happen overnight, depending on our how many lives we are doing or not doing, our evolutionary spiritual sadhanas. That's why it takes time. Parabrahma, Ishvara, Jagannatha, Guru Gana, Devata Gana, Shastra Gana, all of them are ready, available to guide us, bless us in this regard. So, through the study of Shastras, we are taking their help and trying to evolve. What's required in spirituality is consistency. Consistency in Guru Bhakti, Daiva Bhakti, consistency in the Shravana of the Tattva Shastras, consistency in Manana Chintana, and what helps for them is our Antakarana Shuddhi. For the Shuddhi of the Antakarana, consistency in various upasanas to purify our Prakriti or our Upadhis. Let us keep always these things in mind. Start becoming more and more tuned, single pointed for these doings and achievements. Only one idea is fulfill the human life. The human life's fulfillment is only in discovering the self or starting to try to discover the self and never give up. Friends, we are in the study of Yoga Vaashishtha Ramayana Shastra, third Utpathi Prakaranam. We are in the sixth Sarga. Name of the Sarga is MUMUKSHU PRAYATNA UPADESHA. What a kindness and compassion and completeness of Bhagavan Shri Vasishtha we find here that in few shlokas only, the entire sadhana a mumukshu has to do, he has hinted at, he has told. Want more details? We'll tell you with lots of stories and logics that will follow in the subsequent sargas. But right now, though, for a one who can catch, who wants to catch, in these few shlokas only, the entire guidance is given. Just for the simplicity and the completeness only, we have to just stand in veneration and salute Shri Vasishtha Bhagavan and just follow those given sadhanas in our own fulfillment. Listen not to the mind, listen not to our own the senses, listen not to the vasanas, listen not to the routine which we were following as samsari, listen not to the world and worldly things or worldly people. Just listen to the great Saint Vasishtha. Sri Rama himself, an Avatara Lord, himself is listening to him. Why not we? Listen to him, follow it, and eke out one's own liberation, all in our hands. So, the Sankshepa Sadhana, he is telling us sadhana in Sankshipta words, in few things, very essential. Like this, throughout Yogasma Ramayana, at least 20-30 times, he'll give capsule sadhanas in 5 or 10 or 12 shlokas or steps. Let us be wise enough to grasp all of them. And may this study of Shastra really mature us in completely understanding the human life, the purpose towards it. Let us start our sadhana, our class with Sankalpa and Prarthana. Followed by this will be our Hindi class on Sri Adi Shankara's Nirguna Manas Puja. Then we'll also have for some time the chanting of our glorious Sankshipta Skanda Purana. Let's start. Om 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 Sahanavavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhetamastu मा विद्विषावहैः। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म विद्या संप्रदायकर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। ओम यैरिमे गुरुवे पूर्वं पदवाक्य प्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्वसच्चास्त्राः तान्नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्य कृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ओम श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वरानने। ओम तस्मै श्री गुरवे वसिष्ठमुनये नित्यं नमस्कुर्महे। विश्वामित्रमुनिं शरण्यमनघं भूयो नमस्याम्यहं। तस्मै वाल्मीकये श्री गुरुतम गुरवे भूरि भावैर्नताः स्मः। पूर्णानन्दस्वभावः स्वजनहितकृते माययोपात्तकायः कारुण्यादुद्दिदीर्षुर्जनमनवरतं मोहपङ्के निमग्नम् आविश्यान्तर्वसिष्ठं बहिरभिगलयन् शिष्यभावं वितेने यः संवादेन शास्त्रामृतजलधिममुं रामचन्द्रं प्रपद्ये। ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं सॉरी गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि। ओम परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि वेदव्यासादि वामदेवादि नारदादि ब्रह्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यमोदेन योगवासिष्ठ महारामायणोक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यमोदेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्ष कैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणे इतिहास संतवाङ्मयोक्त साध्य साधनानुभव सिद्ध्यर्थं तत्रोक्त ऋषिमुनिगुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रहनुभव प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य वैदिकैन्दव संस्कृतेः साम्प्रदायानां शास्त्राणां मोक्षमार्गाणां गुरुशिष्य भक्त भगवत् परंपरादीनां पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति एकता शांति पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थं अस्मिन् सनातन धर्म संस्थापने कंकणबद्ध अस्माकं स सर्वेषां निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिव कृष्णादि समस्त मंदिराणाम् आश्रमाणां पुण्य दिव्य क्षेत्राणां विश्वविद्यालय भूभागादीनां पुनरवाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापन उपासना यज्ञ याग साधना सेवा तपस्या प्रार्थनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रूणां शाश्वत रूपेण समूल निर्मूलनार्थं भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिकैन्दव संस्कृतेः सुसंप्रतिष्ठा अवाप्त्यर्थं विश्वे मोक्ष धर्म पुरुषार्थ प्रतिष्ठा द्वारा विश्व संरक्षण अभिवृद्ध्यर्थं अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां सर्वेषां संकल्पित सत्कर्म दिग्विजयार्थं तेषां हृदये परब्रह्म भगवद्देवता गुरुशास्त्र सत्संग साधना सेवा माता पितृ देश धर्म सनातन धर्म भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम् अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं साधना प्रयत्नं तदनन्तरम् आद्यशंकर कृत निर्गुण मानस पूजा ग्रंथस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं तदनन्तरं संक्षिप्त स्कंद पुराण पारायणं वयं सर्वे मोक्षार्थं करिष्यामहे। ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्री वशिष्ठादि ऋषिभ्यो नमः। श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रम मंगलाचरण श्लोकाः। ओम यतः सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभान्ति स्थितानि च यत्रैवोपशमं यान्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः। ज्ञाता ज्ञानं तथा ज्ञेयं द्रष्टा दर्शन दृश्यभूः कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञप्त्यात्मने नमः। स्फुरन्ति सीकरा यस्मात् आनन्दस्याम्बरे वनौ सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। दिवि भूमौ तथाकाशे बहिरन्तश्च मे विभुः यो विभाति अवभासात्मा तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः। ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। अथ तृतीय उत्पत्ति प्रकरण मुमुक्षु प्रयत्न उपदेशो नाम षष्ठ सर्गः श्री वशिष्ठ उवाच. Friends, every day we are seeing this most glorious sarga. The title itself is so enchanting. Mumukshu Prayatna Upadesha. In Prayatna, we can put in brackets the sadhana. Upa means very close. Disha means directing. Upadesha means taking the disciple Sri Ramaji very close, very confidentially. The Disha Nirdesha Sri Vasishtha ji is doing for Sri Ramaji to live life or do sadhana to get moksha, because Sri Rama Bhagavan is full fledged, fully matured and grown up Mumukshu. So Mumukshu के लिए है ना कौन सा प्रयत्न या साधना करना है उसका उपा both meaning. Upa means very closely taking into confidence. Upa means very precisely also it is said. And in all fields of our life, in the outer life also, whether it's computers or politics or any other vyavahara, when we start doing, then the things get opened up. The clarity start coming, the maturity start coming to us. Greater and better things we keep doing. That's how we grow. Here also, I'm giving you Upadesha. As you take initiative and start following, greater and greater, clearer and clearer understanding start coming to you. One thing is what? Come to spiritual path or sadhana marga, don't give it up. Slowly, steadily, with dhairya, start doing what's said by the Guru and Shastra. You yourself will see the opening up. That's opening happening. Now, yes, we have again repeated yesterday also. Once more, we'll browse through what we have seen, and we have to cover today one, two, three shlokas only to conclude this beautiful sarga. That we'll do today, and take the time to do the parayana of the next seventh sarga, of which the study will be from tomorrow. Now, भगवान वशिष्ठ जी says कि यस्टरडे का क्या था, परसों का भी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट था कि अत्रैकं पौरुषं यत्नं वर्जयित्वेतरागतिः सर्वदुःखक्षयप्राप्तौ न काचिदुपपद्यते. So सर्वदुःखक्षयप्राप्तौ, for obtainment of sarvadukha total destruction of all dukkhas. To obtain that, na kachid itaragati upapadyate. There is no other way, means, or techniques than this. What is that? Ekam paurusham yatnam varjayitva. Leaving or giving up the paurusha yatna, purusha prayatna. There is no other way. And what are the other ways? Giving up purusha prayatna, that we seek liberation, which never happens. Liberation from all the miseries is lazying out. He is waiting for the time. He is waiting for a convenient, conducive, what do you say, the situations to come. Or even blaming all the world or the God. Or just praying to the God as if he is a servant and he does everything and we relax. These are the itara, what do you call, Narayana, itara gatihi, which we adopt, which can never give us the sarva dukkha kshaya. It's so simple. When it started, we don't know, but it was because of us only that we invoked ignorance, we invoked vasanas, we invoked delusion, and we are caught up now in sarva dukkha. It's because we only invoked all that. It is in our hands only again to do all the purushartha required to come out of sarva dukkha. हमने अपने आप को फंसाया, हमें अपने आप को ही छुड़ाना है. Every help is given. You know, like in the jail, when the prisoners are there, the doors are locked from outside, never from inside. They are not given a chance. No bolt, nothing will be there inside. Outside only they'll be there. It lock when they have to be taken out somewhere. It's open, they come out. But in the life of samsara, it is the other way around. The bolt and lock is from inside. We have locked ourselves from within, and we are imprisoned by ourselves. And the beauty is what? Anytime you can open up your own locks, you can just come out and fly like a bird freely. In that moksha atmanubhuti. Realize this. Get inspired, get enthused from that thought. I got bound. It's in my hands for my liberation. Let me take up this fully. All that feeling in one verse, Vasishtha says here, Ekam Paurusha Yatnam. Varjayitva, giving up this, itaragatihi, the other way, nakachid upapadyate, never existed for anyone, also to you, for what? Sarva dukkha kshaya prapti, for removal of all the dukkhas. Sarva dukkha kshaya. Here, sarva dukkhas are upadhisthai dukkhas. Sharika dukkhas are janma, jara, roga, mrityu. Pranamaya dukkhas are asana, pipasa. Manomaya dukkhas are shoka, moha. Vijnanamaya dukkhas are vijnana, ajnana and ajnana. Then ahankara or anandamaya dukkhas are that kartrutva, bhoktrutva. We can't do what we want to do and we never get what we want. All of them will be ended if we do the Purusha Prayatna. Then immediately the Rama will become excited. ठीक है sir, you told, I am ready for Purusha Prayatna. Tell me what Purusha Prayatna I have to do. Vashishtha says here, Shrunutat Paurusham Kidruk Atmajnanasya Labdhaye Yena Shamyatya Sheshena Ragadvesha Vishuchika. We explained to this sloka yesterday day before how many subtle things are embedded in it. First of all, Shrunu Tat Paurusham Kidruk. What sort of Paurusha or Purushartha you have to do? I am going to tell you, you listen. What? Atmajnanasya Labdhaye. For the obtainment of Atmajnana. What it means? Only in the Atmajnana Prapti that all the dukkhas go away. Now match these two things. Only in the Atma Anubhava or Atma Jnana Prapti, all dukkhas go away means what? All dukkhas are there when we are in the Anatma Tadatmya. So simple, so clear. So get the Atma Jnana in the Atma Jnana, other than Ananda, other than Anantata, other than Nityata. There is no even trace of little dukkha also. And yesterday we said that in Atman, zero dukkha, 100% Ananda. Just like in Samsara, zero Ananda, 100% dukkha. And the gap between two dukkhas, we talk it as or call it as the sukha. Even while having small little pleasure sukhas, there's always fear that it goes away, or somebody will grab it or take away, or will have to share it with others. अरे राम 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 कोई आदमी एक्चुअली कभी भी सुखी नहीं हो सकता अदर देन इन स्पिरिचुअलिटी और द सेल्फ. So, Shrunu Tat Paurusham ki druk Atma Jnanasya Labdhaye. Clarity? हो गया? Now, Yena Shamyati. When this Atma Jnana is obtained, Shamyati gets totally subjugated or subdued. What? Ragadvesha Vishuchika Asheshena. Without even remnants or trace, the Vishuchika, the disease of Raga and Dvesha, go away. And first to keep away Raga Dvesha to a good extent, that the mind is calm, quiet. With a calm and quiet mind, guided by the Guru, get the Atma Jnana. When you get the Atma Jnana, everything is Atman. There is nothing other than the self. Isn't it? When there is nothing other than the self, towards whom we will have Raga, towards whom we will have Desha. Towards whom we have Raga, we call them as Mitra. Desha is Shatru. Towards the Raga or Mitra, we run towards an effort. Towards the Desha or Shatru, we run away. This is what is a karma. That's what gives us sukha dukkha, jarma marana, sarga naraga. सब चला जाएगा वो. Million times the same example is our own sharira. How many parts in the sharira are there? Maybe. Names of the parts are different, forms are different, functionings are different. But in and through every part, I alone am there. Therefore, I have pure love for all parts of my body, not a raga extra, nor dvesha extra. Even the nakun, the dead matter, is the dirt which cannot be otherwise thrown away, is thrown as the nakun and the hair from the body. A vichitra material it is. As long as it is on my head and to my fingers, it is so sacred that I love it. No raga, no dvesha. But the moment it gets out of the body, we do the dvesha to them. Even the pus, when there is a wound, as long as it's in the body, you feel never what you call negative about it. Others feel because it's not their body. In my body, if there's a wound and a pus, for others it is very abominable. बट मुझे ऐसा नहीं लगता. पर मुझे भी जब उसको निकाल देते हैं, then I feel it, just throw it away because it has become anatma. So just feel this beauty of what Vasishtha is teaching. Get that Atma Jnana, the real Atma Jnana. You will find that this Atman alone is there everywhere. Thereafter, it just selflessly love all. Therefore, the Raga Dvesha Vishuchika, giving you all fevers, infections, miseries, that will go away at the psychological level. Right? Now, Sri Vasishti started telling 6 sadhanas in the Shloka 1, 3 sadhanas in the Shloka 2, and the 1 sadhana in the Shloka 3. Total 10. After telling the 6 sadhanas in Shloka 1, in the second Shloka, he summarizes them and adds 3. Having said so, in the next Shloka, he summarizes all the 9 and adds 1. And do these 10 things. And let us no more be in this problem or self-created problem of forgetting these great sadhanas. Let us study, re-study, listen, re-listen, till the thoughts are fully embedded in us regarding sadhana. Like anything, when yoga master teaches yoga asanas, you must know the postures, the breathing, and all of them, how long you have to stay. Keep practicing. Then what is fit? So to the pranayam teacher, and he teaches pranayama, inhaling, exhaling, kumbhaka, wo jo bhi hai, isn't it? So to a driving master teaches the driving. जो भी है आप याद रखते हो कि नहीं, your own official work under training 6 months. So you will be remembering everything and practicing. So to a doctor tells medication, you have to remember which medicine, what time, how much dose. Everywhere is it said. In the same way, spirituality may what sadhanas have to be done, we must know, remember, and do. We are very casual in spirituality. In other things, we are very serious. Continue being serious in other things or sincere, but become sincere in remembering sadhanas also. Feel not shy. At the same time, don't continue or justify that so many things I have heard, but I have forgotten all of them. कुछ तो याद रखो. This is the text. This is the topic. Here we are told the sadhanas very beautifully, simply. So I'll chant the first sloka again. Tell you only those 6 sadhanas named because we already studied them. We'll go to the second sloka, see the 3 of them. Then the third one sadhana. Total thus. Let me do that. यथा संभवया वृत्त्या लोकशास्त्राविरुद्धया सन्तोषसन्तुष्टमनाः भोगगन्धं परित्यजेत्. यथा संभवया वृत्त्या लोकशास्त्रविरुद्धया सन्तोषसन्तुष्टमनाः भोगगन्धं परित्यजेत्. First, यथा संभवया वृत्त्या. We have to do our own vritti, whatever is sambhava to us, depending on which varna we are, which ashrama we are, what health status we have, what capabilities, talents we have, what opportunities that are there. For what? Self-dependency, survival. Why our own vritti we have to do? Because if we depend on others, unnecessarily the runa will be incurred. Okay, therefore, yatha sambhavaya vrittya is equal to standing on your own feet by doing what is possible to you. This vritti of ours, second and third sadhanas, how it should be? Loka Shastra Aviruddhaya. It should not be Viruddha, opposite to, against to the Loka. The Loka, the world doesn't accept it. Chori, Dakaiti, all of them are Loka Viruddha. So too they are Shastra Viruddha. Generally, Shastra Viruddha means Swadharma Karma Karna hai, not the other one. Brahmanam Brahmana Karma, Kshatriya Kshatriya Karma. That's how technically Shastra Aviruddha Karma. Okay, Loka Viruddha, Shastra Viruddha, the action should be, the duty should be, the profession should be, not Loka Viruddha, Shastra Viruddha. Teen, okay? The fourth one, Santosha. Learn the heart of being happy with whatever we are working and we are getting. Santosh. Happy, happy Braho. More beautiful, important than the Santosha is Santushta. Santoshamana, happy. Santushtamana, contented. In the contentment, the greed is aborted or curtailed. Non-contented, greed grows. Thereafter, we start more and more involving the world, various vrittis. They may be in Loka Viruddha, Shastra Viruddha. Totally, the diversion ho jata hai. Instead of walking in the path of moksha, we will be going towards the bandhana only. इसलिए very consciously is telling Loka Viruddha, Shastra Viruddha, and with whatever you earn from that, Santosha, Santushta. कितने हो गए? 5. Now the sixth one is so beautiful कि भोग गंधम परित्यजेत. Slowly, slowly, steadily, the vasanas, bhoga vasanas, as well as even the trace of that also should not be there in our heart. धुलाई सफाई करके सारा फेंक डालो. भोग गंधम. When I have to become a yogi, to realize the self and experience sarva dukkha kshaya, and let me aim at that. Only obstacle for that is the bhoga vasanas in me. Isn't it? Now in various shastras, here also in the future chapters, it will be told us how to do that. The two, the one main thing which again and again we study in all shastras is Pratipaksha Bhavana or Dosha Drishti. Remember these two things. Through Pratipaksha Bhavana, through Dosha Drishti, we should develop the strongest intention and desire to get out of all desires, all bhogas. First ye karo. In my heart, all the bhoga vasanas, bhoga pravrittis should go away from my heart's root. Come to this conviction through the Pratipaksha Bhavana Dosha Drishti. What is the Pratipaksha Bhavana Dosha Drishti? Is I am doing Adhyatmik Sadhana, I have to realize the self. But this is taking me away from the self. This is called Pratipaksha Bhavana. Dosha Drishti is what? These bhogas will increase the vasanas and push me to do all adharma. With this again and again thinking, the strongest desire that I should become free from desires. Even a little trace of vasana for any Shabda Sparsha Rupa Sagandha Bhoga or anything should not remain in me. Then comes the question, okay, we have got the desire strong to get out of the bhogavas. How to achieve it? So simple. Involve in the yoga sadhana throughout the day. Just one day you involve in the total yoga sadhana. Ek hi din. Only one day. Then next day, again only one day. In that way, when you have taken the right turn and going towards it, obviously you are away from the left turn and left movements. Same way, when you take up the yoga sadhanas continuously, constantly, totally in them, you are going away from. See, Gita में सब पढ़ाते हैं हमको विषया विनिवर्तन्ते निराहारस्य देहिनः. When you stop consuming or involving in the vishayas, they keep going away. Contrast is what? ध्यायतो विषयान पुंसः संगस्तेषु उपजायते. विषयों को छोड़ो तो छूट जाते हैं, पकड़ के रखो तो पकड़ के रखते हैं. Second point is what? Instead of विषयाः, let us take up Bhagavan. More and more yoga sadhanas means कर्म योग, भक्ति योग, अष्टांग ज्ञान योग, इसमें ज्यादा इन्वॉल्व होते रहने से vasanas go. And the beautiful example for us is what? When we sit in the class, we remember Bhagavan, therefore the Vishayas are forgotten. When you go out of the class, we remember the Vishayas, Bhagavan is forgotten. एक बात याद रखना, विषयों को छोड़ने के अलावा विषयों के द्वारा होने वाला संसार से छुटकारा नहीं होगा, और परमात्मा को पकड़े अलावा विषय छूट नहीं जाता. That is why the dosha drushti में what Shankar Bhagavan said in our Vivek Chudamani, doshena tivraha vishayaha Krishna sarpa vishadami visham nihanti bhoktaram drashtaram chakshusha apayam. As regard the dosha is concerned, the Vishaya dosha is more terrible than the Visha dosha. Because the Visha, only when you consume, you die. But the Vishayas, you look at them, the sadhaka in you already dead. That way called as dosha dushti, Pratipaksha Bhava. ये सारे हमको धीरे धीरे करना है. That's why in the company of gurus, saints, sadhakas, when we are there, slowly जैसा संग वैसा रंग हमें भी लगने लगता है. Yeah, let me also come out of this samsara bondage. Let me also become sadhaka and achieve the siddhi. When these things are happening, then you yourself will inquire. You only will read those books. You will read, go to those masters. You ask them. You gather your own data secretly, silently inside. Then starting implementing them, we only become from a bound samsari to a liberating sadhaka. Okay, so 6 things are told. Yata sambhava vritti, loka viruddha, shastra viruddha, santosha, santushta, bhogandam parityajet. Okay? Now the next loka 3, Bhagavan says, Yatha sambhavam udyogad anudvignataya swaya sadhu sangama satchastra paratam prathamam shrayet. So, Yatha sambhavam udyogat includes all the said earlier 6 shlokas. Here, by saying the first one, Yada sambhavam udyoga, he is reminding the all other 6. And also, first one is important. Don't create new runa. If you want something, ask the Lord or work on yourself. दूसरे जीवों के ऊपर आप आधारित मत होना. Because to clear that runa, again and again you have to be born. Like in your house or anywhere, so many servants are there. In every house. Maha yogi honge wo log, actually. Otherwise, they can't jail you. And yet why they are saying there serving you? Because some runa is there. Otherwise, unka discipline, unka regularity, unka humbleness, instead of towards us useless fellows, if they show the same to the Bhagavan, उनको भगवान मिल जाते. जिस तरह से वो 24 घंटे लगे रहते हैं ना हमारे घर में सर्वेंट्स, आई तो फील दे आर महायोगीस. बट हैव प्रारब्ध आर ऋणानुबंध, therefore they are serving us. And I will once that so they are in the greatest seva, greatest adhyatmic sadhana. Just try to understand it. To avoid that unnecessary runa, Bhagavan again says ki yatha sambhavam udyogat. Done. Now the seventh sadhana is what? Anudvignataya swaya. Create your heart free from all udvegas. Right? The one udvega is what? I am not reaching the goal. Second udvega is I am not able to do the sadhana. Third udvega is what? I am not able to give up samsara. Fourth udvega is what? Wanting to still enjoy the world. They all you just balance. Anudvignataya swaya. है ना? जैसा बस में बैठ गए ट्रेन, अब उद्वेग क्या है? गाड़ी ले जाएंगी, फ्लाइट में बैठ गए. Don't get excited. The flight will take you. So to coming spiritual sadhana, stay there, do what said. You need not be excited. So anudvignataya swaya. Don't get excited. Don't get disturbed at all. Seventh sadhana. Now eighth and ninth are very important. Sadhu sangama and satchastra paratam. Sadhu sangama. Always samyak gamanam with the sadhus. So samgama, I'll tell you for a minute, means that wholeheartedly by taking your own initiative, go to the sadhu sangam. If you don't have initiative, in your own house a sadhu will come and give satsang, still you will not listen. Samyak gamana means you take initiative, you inquire, you put the effort, you go there. Why will the sadhus come in our house? Okay, even if they come to our house, if we don't have the Shraddha Bhakti towards that sadhu, physically the sadhu will be there in our house, but his sadhana, his tapasya, they won't help us. Never go to a sadhu for any physiological or physical or external presence only. The presence of the sadhu should change your inner psyche. That will happen when you do sangama. What is sangama? Samyak gamanam. Samyak means respect, reverence, then discussion, then knowing what sadhana has to do, all of that. That's the meaning of sadhu sangam. But basic thing is we have to take initiative. They love it. Otherwise they hesitate. अरे यार पूछ नहीं रहा, सुन नहीं रहा, मैं क्यों बताऊं? फिर वो चुप हो जाते, फिर गप्पे हो जाते हैं. Then his time also wasted. Then he will never come again. He will tell other sadhus also, don't go to that house. They only maro gappa. They never do satsang. Sadhu sangama. Samgama means samyak gamanam. With total devotion, dedication, with the clarity of purpose. He should feel the sadhu that we have really surrendered and we really want to grow. Then he will take such initiatives to contemplate on us and know where do we go wrong, and exactly prescription he gives for us as of sadhana. And in thousands of places we studied in various shastras of Purana that when we devote to that sadhu, Lord will function through that sadhu to guide us in adhyatmic marg. मजा आता है. So साधु संगम एक हो गया. Next one is that Sat Shastra. That Sat Shastra. Never. There may be 2 lakhs, 2 crores of books. But we study only the Sat Shastra, the Upanishads. That also commented by the great saints like Adi Shankara, etc. Realized saints. Not some translators, some booksellers. They are doing that for their sadhana. We need not study them. उनका काम है. We have to study only the great realized masters. Listen to them, their shastras, their commentaries. It is very beautiful. Bhagavan uses a word here, sadhu sangama satshastra parata. So, supreme most importance you are giving to these two things. First, this, anything is secondary. In the initial days, lot of negotiations, hurdles, hardships you have to go through to really maintain that mood of sadhu sangama satshastra, because mind and outer world creates problem. But after your sincere, genuine efforts for 4 or 5 or 6 years, outer world gets settled also, inner mind also gets settled, then your sadhu sangama satshastra parata happens easily. That means what? When you want to go to the satsang on the first day, the wife or husband says, "कहाँ जाता हूँ इधर आओ मैं भी सत्संग करती हूँ ना मैं दुष्संग थोड़ी करती." But after 3 4 years, somehow you manage tell her and attend a class. After that, she herself says, "जाओ class में यहाँ क्या कर रहे हो?" That's the meaning of the obstructions removed by our consistence for parata, or the supreme importance given to this. So sadhu sangama satyasra paratam prathamam shrayet. First to take the ashray of these two. Now I am failing in my vocabulary and expression to communicate to you the sublimity, the importance of this thought. Sadhu Sangama Satshastra Paratam Prathamam Shrayet. Prathamam, most importantly, primordially, on the top of the list, the priority should be this only. Shrayet means take the shelter and ashraya of that. The two extremes are what? With the slightest of the opportunity, just jump into Sadhu Sangam and Satshastra. Thoda भी chance मिले. Is the first extreme. The last extreme is what? Be in that sadhu sangam satshastra ashraya so much that 1,000 people are pulling you away from that to the world and worldliness. You are not going. Just like now, 1,000 gurus are trying to pull us away from the samsara into sadhana. They are failing. अपना भजन ज्यादा है. It should be the other way around. That's the meaning of sadhu sangama satchastra paratam shrayet. If you ask me, Swamiji, with whatever little bit you know or don't know, can you tell what you have understood? Finally, I say this only. In life, sadhu sangama and satchastra, come what may, never ever give up and become more and more involved. Start at the youngest stage, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. Go through your routine of studies and marriage and all of that. As it is happening, sadhu sangam satchastra, at least from the age of 45, should slowly speed up. By the age of 55, 56, 58, you must be fully engrossed in it. Age of 60, आ गया, tell your children, wife or husband, all of them, you come, we'll study together, or you be in your work, allow me for my own inner self. ऐसा प्लान करके करने से होता है. And another beokufi of ours is what? As regards the Arthakama are concerned, so beautifully you plan and execute. And you see the whole world today. That's why everything is growing. When it comes to Dharma Moksha, not even thinking about it. Forget about well planning and well execution. That's why 70, 80, 90 साल फिर भी फंसे हुए संसार में. देखो, सोच लो. So this Sav Sangam Satchastra Varta is equal to 7, 8, 9th sadhana. Prathamam Shrayet. Give most importance. Give priority to it. Isn't it? हम क्या करते हैं? साधना रुकेगा, संसार रुकना नहीं चाहिए. We have to change. संसार रुक सकता है, साधना नहीं रोकना चाहिए. And million times we shared this thought. Wherever we are entangled with whatever obligations, they never come with us further. They are only for this life. And what goes with us is how much sadhana you have done. How much you have done sadhana satchastra and increase your own adhyatmic samskaras. That all goes. Later on, even if you blame, whom do you blame? Like in this life, I am not able to do any sadhana because no samskaras are brought by me uh, along with me of spirituality. The reason is what? In my early life, I was entangled with so many people. Now, where are those people now to take the blame? playful or things or objects or environments, whatever they are. है कि नहीं? मैं फंसा था उसमें. अगर अर्लियर लाइफ में इफ आई हैड डन इंटेंस साधना, दिस लाइफ आई वुड हैव बीन टोटली डिफरेंट. नो, इस तरह एनालाइज करना चाहिए. सेम थिंग विल कंटिन्यू फॉर अस. None of these things being will be there with us next life. And even to receive the blame. पता नहीं पिछले जन्म में किस दोस्त के संगत में आकर मैं सत्संग छोड़ दिया होगा, किसके व्यामोह में आकर सत्संग छोड़ दिया होगा. डू आई रिमेम्बर हु आर दे? These are the ways by which we help ourselves to come to this point of Pratamam Shrayet. Sadhu Sangam Satchastra Paratam. Paratam means that alone is my ultimate goal. Pratamam Shrayet, give its importance and take the shelter of it. 9 हो गया. अब 10वां बता रहे हमको. What is it? यथा प्राप्तार्थ संतुष्टः योगरहितमुपेक्षते साधु संगम सच्चास्त्र परः शीघ्रं समुच्यते. It's not the Vasishtha are forgotten, Ramji are forgotten, therefore it is repeated. No, it is to be a million times repeated because it's the most crucial thing. Again, when the flight time comes, the or train, whatever the Aadhaar card kaho ya, your boarding pass kaho ya, ID card, 10 bar the wife should tell the husband. Not that he'll forget or no, it's important. You miss ho gaya to you can't board it. Once it happened. First class train में जाना था. After reaching the railway station, that amma checked, there was no ticket. Luckily, house was near, only the 40 minutes time was there. Somebody ran and brought the ticket. Here also same thing. Why again and again साधु संगम सच्चास्त्र अभी तक इस एक चैप्टर छोटा इसमें अभी तक 6-7 बार रिपीट किया है. Because बेटा that is the only thing which protects us. So he says first one यथा प्राप्तार्थ संतुष्टः. यथा प्राप्त अर्थ संतुष्ट is equal to we have done our own job, not against the Shastra, not against the Loka, and that gave us the Artha for survival. We are Santushta, Santosha with that. Okay. That includes the earlier 8 sadhanas that are told, or 9 sadhanas that are told, or let us say 7. 2 more are these two. Sadhu Sangama Sachastra Paraha. What is the 10th sadhana added here? Garhitam Upekshate. Very sublime thought it is. Anything like for the health of the body, some things are garita. You should not involve in them. We should do the upeksha of it. In the same way, for spiritual progress, whatever are the obstacles, whatever the creators of obstructions, usko garhit कहते हैं upekshate. We should give it up. Now the promise, if you do these 10 things given to us by Vaashishtha is what? Saha shighram uchyate. That person long will have the Atmanubhuti and gets liberated from the Anatma and all the Dukkha and Samsara, which is there only in the Anatma. The whole topic is that, na? Sarva Dukkha Kshayaha. All Dukkhas in the Anatma. So you will get the Atmanubhuti, then Dukkha Kshaya happens. So what are the 10 things therefore? Yata Sambhavavritti. Then Shastra Viruddha it should be, Loka Viruddha it should be, Santosha, 4th, Santushti, 5th one, then Bhogandam Parityajet, 6th one, then the 7th one is Anudvignamanaha, then the 8th one is Sadhu Sangama, the 9th one is Satshastra Varata, then the 10th one is Garitam Upekshate. When all of them are done, then the moksha happens. Here, what you have to understand is Sadhu Sangama, Guru when he likes us, Sadhu, he gives the Satshastra Jnana of Mahavakya Upadesha. We have to do the contemplation on that. Then the moksha will come. And जैसे कहते हैं ना, अब वहां जाओ ना, वो लोग बैठे हैं, वो लोग बताएंगे आपको क्या करना. Like you enter into the flight, then the air hostess will tell you what to do. है ना, बेल्ट कैसे लगाए सारे वगैरह वगैरह. You understand? In the same way, what you call it as, go to the Guru Maharaj. He will, with the help of the Shastra, will tell exactly every sadhana that's to be done by us. क्या चिंता करना है? Wonderful, no? Now he continues. Beautiful shlokas. 1, 2, 3, 4 more. Vicharena parignyata स्वभावस्य महामतेः अनुकंप्या भवन्ति ते ब्रह्म विष्णुइन्द्र शंकराः. No, it's a beautiful shloka. Wonderful meaning, essential meaning. ध्यान से सुनो. भगवान वशिष्ठ says, Vicharena Parignata Swabhavasya. Through the Vicharana on the Mahavakyas, the one who has realized his own self. And that Vicharana is doing as guided by the Guru. Now he is titled as Mahamate by Vaashishtha. For that person, yete anukampya bhavanti. Even without asking, these will become compassionate and kind. Who are they? Brahma, Vishnu, Indra, Shankara. We explained yesterday. Brahma, creator, will give you good upadhis. Vishnu will give good maintenance and sustenance. Indra orders all the devatas to see that everything goes well. Shankara destroys the ignorance and delusions. स्पेशली आपको उनको पूछने की जरूरत नहीं. आप go to Guru, study Shastra, start meditating. You need not do any upasanas. Those devatas themselves will take initiative to help you. That's the assurance. Yete Brahma, Vishnu, Indra, Shankara anukampya bhavanti. They themselves. What a beautiful, Can anybody completely convey this to us other than ourselves bringing our heart to grasp that? मजा आया मुझे तो सुनकर. है अब स्पेशली ब्रह्म विष्णु इंद्र शंकर को प्रार्थना करने की जरूरत नहीं है. गो टू द गुरु, लिसन फ्रॉम हिम तत्व ज्ञान, contemplate on that, looking at us doing this, they become compassionate. They see to it that they take the account of ours, what papa dharma has done, what prarabdha they have to go through, whichever can be cancelled, all of that they do it. Like in a little decent India, I talk about India only, which is थोड़ा cultured traditional spirituality जहाँ है वहाँ की बात कर रहा हूँ, not in the modernized westernized India. In that decent culture oriented Bharat Mata, which are the place when they see a sadhu, let us say in a train or bus, साधु जी आगे तो स्वीट देते हैं कि नहीं, बैठिए महाराज, कोई लाइन में खड़े हैं तो महाराज जी आ रहे हैं तो आप आगे जाइए करके कहते हैं कि नहीं. Anywhere something to be served, उनको पहले सर्व करते हैं कि नहीं, because he is in that dress which is sacred. I'm just giving an example. And I said in the decent India, where the other fellows also who don't like sadhus. In the same way, when you are in the Adhyatmic Sadhana Marga, the Brahma, Vishnu, Indra, Shankar, and all devatas, okay, he is doing such a tough job of coming out of the Shabdasparsha, coming out of the Upaditadatmya, coming out of the Bhogavasanas, and toughest job of trying to apprehend that self which is not so easily apprehendable. What a terrible struggle, terrific struggle he's doing. Let us help him. They become compassionate. एक बार वो लोग कंपैशनेट होके साथ लग जाते हैं ना, the obstacles start getting reduced, movement becomes faster, है ना. They even can make a green corridor for us to quickly travel and reach out to the self. They remove all the obstacles. They will give us VIP treatment. हम उसके लिए नहीं कर रहे, हमारे genuinity देखकर they may help us. You don't worry about it. And this all calls for when we are serious, sincere. No malice in us, no impurity in us. Okay, this is 10 sadhanas are told. Brahma, Vishnu, Indra, Shankara will be favorable to you. That also is told. Now go to the next sloka. Who is sadhu then? We must know. No? A good example is given. Explanation. I am chanting the sloka number B. Deshe yam sujana prayah lokaha sadhum prajakshate sa vishishtah sa sadhu syatu tam prayatnena samshrayed. देशेयं सुजनप्रायाः लोकाः साधुं प्रजक्षते स विशिष्टः स साधुः स्यातु तम प्रयत्नेन संश्रयेत. मजेदार बात है, वेरी गंभीर है. मैं तो आपको 10% भी नहीं बता रहा हूँ क्योंकि मुझे नहीं आता. Each of the shlokas sublimate is 90% more. Then I also grow maybe after 10-20 lives. I may be able to understand more and talk to him better. So who is sadhu? Definition, explanation. Deshe, in any of the places, Sujana Prayaha Lokaha. Sujana Prayaha Lokaha means Prayaha in general. Sujanaha, the decently living people. They themselves are educated, matured. In any of the place, those people, whomever they point out, Yam, Sadhum Prachakshate, and say that he is Sadhu. So decent group of people, matured group of people, to whomever they point out that he is a sadhu, you can go to him. He'll guide you. Saha Vishishtaha, Saha Sadhu. He is called as the specialized person sadhu. What is a very hint it here? देखो लोग दुनिया में ना करे साधना या ना करे, they observe more those who are on the path of sadhana, the sadhus. लाइक कोई आप नए गांव में पहले अब यहाँ कोई संत महात्मा है कहो, तो दे पॉइंट आउट दिस महात्मा यहाँ 50-40 साल से तपस्या कर रहे हैं, ही इज हेल्पिंग द होल वर्ल्ड हियर और पीपल हियर, ही गाइड्स देम, है ना. That core total matured community of people whom they point out as sadhu, he is a sadhu. A way of discovering who is a sadhu. And not by outer vesha, but outer by his own way of expression and all, they know it. So he is the sadhu. So, sa vishishtaha saha sadhu syat. Then what we have to do? Tam prayatnena sam SHRI. With all your conscious Purusha Prayatna, you have to go to him, you have to make him feel that you are a Jignasu, Mumukshu, and just do seva to him, surrender to him. उनका आश्रय में जाओ. In those days की बात, आजकल की बात तो we can know Mahatmas are there on TV and all of that. कौन कितना idea आ जाता है, and who can we tune to, we can go and take the shelter and ask him to guide. How much ever they guide. Other than we doing sadhana, moksha will not come. We can never do sadhana without the due guidance. And their guidance should be from Shastra. And you can ask that Mahatma ji, Mahatma ji, थोड़ा शास्त्र से बताइए. महात्मा तो अगर really matured है तो he never talks on his own head. He says this is what is said in Shastras. बाद में मैं रहूं या ना रहूं, शास्त्र का तुम गाइडेंस के रूप में ले लो. Hope you are tuning and knowing what's the beautiful guidance given by Sage Vaashishtha ji. Now comes the 21 mantra. बहुत बढ़िया है बाबा, मेरे को तो ये I don't know how to explain. Let us see. अध्यात्म विद्या विद्यानां प्रधानं तत्कथाश्रमं शास्त्रं सच्शास्त्रमित्याहुः उच्यते तद्विचारणात्. So who is sadhu? It is said he is sadhu, and we have to do the sadhu samshraya with our own prayatna. In that community, in that locality, the great matured people, whomever they point as sadhu, he is a sadhu. With your prayatna, you go and surrender to him. About the sadhu, it is said. So among the 10 of the sadhanas, the seventh one, no, eighth one was sadhu sangama, ninth was satchastra. The 10th one was this garitam upekshate. So Garihita Upakshati you can easily understand. The other earlier 7 also you can understand. So understanding 8 of them is easy. 2 we have to ask who is the sadhu and what is Satshastra. So sadhu is he who is pointed as sadhu by the great people or the noble people of that society. Once you are pointed to him, we have to go by our own initiative and subshraya surrender to him. Now the last question remains, what is the Satshastra? बहुत बढ़िया सा कहते हैं यहाँ अध्यात्म विद्या विद्यानाम प्रधानम. There are thousands of vidyas. Everything is a vidya. In Mundaka Upanishad language, only Atma Vidya is Vidya, Paravidya. In everything else, he puts in the Paravidya or Avidya. In one of the Upanishads or Vedas, it is said, Sa Vidya Ya Vimukta. That alone is called as Vidya or knowledge, which gives you liberation. Anything binds, you may call it as Vidya, but it's Avidya. Only that's why the other day I used to say, many times that in that 5 months back, almost in 10 classes, this thought came. In India, we have how many lakhs of schools and colleges? Huh? In how many of them the moksha jnana is given? Except few. All of them give only the jnana have to how to earn the artha and kama. And artha kama, do they liberate or bind? They bind. So for those all schools, colleges which teach only artha kama, which bind us, can you call them vidyalayas? Because avidya vimukta, you can never call. They are all avidya. So I wanted to change, add a word. If I am given a ministerial post, I say, don't call as Vishwavidyalaya. We say Vishwa Avidyalaya because you are not teaching Moksha Vidya. In India, we have 10 lakhs or crores of avidyalayas. The other day I was with one Swamiji, I was talking to him. Swamiji, 4 and 5 Vidyalayas I might have given satsang, but I think more than 1,000 Avidyalayas also I gave class because they were not teaching moksha. Okay, so your physics, chemistry, all of them are भुक्ति के लिए होते हैं, मुक्ति के लिए नहीं होते हो. भुक्ति के पीछे पड़कर हम बंधन में आ जाते हैं. So here, understand, अध्यात्म विद्या विद्यानाम प्रधानम. The adhyatma vidya, that knowledge which reveals to you your own self, that is the pradhana in all the vidyas, because it gives moksha, not other. Point one is understood. Adhyatma vidya vidyanam. Second point, tat kathashramam shastram sat shastram. And that shastra in which in all its details this adhyatma vidya is given is called as sat shastram. Iti ahuhu. This is what the wise people say. Then what we have to do and what do we get? Tat vicharanat. Having heard that shastra from the guru, when you do the vicharana, muchyate, certainly, surely, soon one gets liberated. तो वो शास्त्र जिसमें अध्यात्म विद्या होता है वो सत्शास्त्र हो गया, और उसका सेवन या विचारण करने से मोक्ष मिलता है. And he is called as a sadhu, is pointed as sadhu by the people there. Then we by our own efforts go to him. So go to the guru, sadhu, surrender to him. From him the adhyatma vidya telling satshastra, let us result from it, let us do the vicharana of it, then get the jnanam and moksha. What jnanam? Atma jnana. अब इतना, so see, only in 22 shlokas, the amount of clarity that's given here in this particular sarga, perhaps and easily also catchable. Many places it is not there. बहुत जगह पे बहुत साधना होता है, but बहुत complicated elaborate. इसमें simple 10 sadhanas you do. You will have a doubt about two things: who is sadhu, who is satshastra, what is. I explained that also to you. Now the ball is in your court. Done. Now let us conclude with the last shloka. सच्चास्त्र सत्संगमजैर्विवेकैः तथा विनश्यन्ति बलादविद्याः यथा जलानां कतकानुषङ्गात् यथा जनानां मतयोऽपि योगात् सच्चास्त्र सत्संगमजैर्विवेकैः यथा विनश्यन्ति तथा विनश्यन्ति बलादविद्याः यथा जलानां कतकानुषङ्गात् यथा जनानां मतयोऽपि योगात्. Beautiful shloka. He says Sat Shastra, Upanishads, etc. Satsangama Jai. Satsangama with the Sangha of the sadhus. From these two, what is to be born in us? Viveka. When we get the Atma and Atma Viveka born in us because of Sat Shastra and Satsangama, with that Tatha Vinashyanti Balat. Balat means surely, fully gets destroyed. What? Avidya. Plural is Avidya Kama Karma Granthi. Or Avidya Moha Upaditadatma Jiva Bhava, taking the world as real. All that will get destroyed in that way. Two examples he gives. Yatha Balan Jalanam Kataka Anushangat. Like in the water, is the Kataka, that betel powder, what do you call it? When you drop it, how it purifies the water by settling all the impurities down. One example. Second is Yatha Janana Matayapi Yoga too. And also by people when they follow the Ashtanga Yoga, etc., their chitta, how it becomes purified from all the klishta vrittis. अविद्यास्मिता राग द्वेष विनिवेश जो बंदा योग कर रहा है, कैसे उनका मन से सारे निकल जाते हैं. चित्त becomes prashant, he becomes qualified for sampragnata samadhi, etc. So the one who is doing yoga, as his chitta becomes purified, and the waters in which when kataka is added, as it purifies the water, in the same way Krishna Vasudeva, the avidya gets fully destroyed by the viveka in a person born out of Satshastra and Sadhu Sangama. When the Vidya is destroyed in the light of Vidya, there is no the Vidya consequent bandhana of the samsara. So कितना स्पष्ट है देखो, बहुत बड़े. I really loved this sarga. That's why एक दिन लगे ज्यादा, कोई नहीं, let me study करके we did it. मजा है कि नहीं, पूरा हमको मिल गया. With this, our respect to Vaashishtha ji, our respect to the great Yoga Smaramana should increase. involve more and more in the study of this. Seriously, sincerely, don't miss even one class. Iti Arshe Vasishta Maharamayane Valmiki Utpatti Prakaranam मुमुक्षु प्रयत्नोपदेशो नाम षष्ठ सर्ग बोल श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। ओम पूर्णमद पूर्णमिदम पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। बोल श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय, वशिष्ठ भगवान की जय। Now, in the seventh sarga from tomorrow we'll start Jagat Adi Drushya Asatta Pratigna. The entire Jagat and everything which comes under the category of Drushya, that's all Asattu. The pratigna will be done here, that will be fulfilled or explained, proved in our subsequent sargas. Very sublime text, big one it is. मैं तो हिम्मत करके कर रहा हूँ, बट भगवत कृपा से हो रहा है, but definitely our knowledge is becoming refined and purified. Thank you, friends. Now join for Hindi class in 5 minutes. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.